What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Operation Meteor Report, your weekly stop for all things Gundam card game and assembled news by Bandai. I've got quite a bit to talk about today, so let's just get into it. My Bandai Card Games Fest Las Vegas report. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but I will say the experience was better. As a competitor, I felt that I could actually do things even on the weekends, and it didn't feel like I was frustrated all the time. So I participated in the LCQ on Friday. I wasn't too thrilled about the fact that we kind of were given like the second child treatment, so to speak. The lights were dim. We didn't have any mechanism for checking the time on the clock. They pretty much reserved all of that for the main event on Saturday. I myself did not do well. I started out strong at a 2-0 and bottom out 4 losses in a row. My deck was just not doing me any favors. I was on blue purple, and when you're doing best of one, sometimes that's just how it goes, unfortunately. As a LCQ competitor, I was given the opportunity to enter in a 32-person pod on Saturday, which was available to me and others, so I signed up for one of those. And then pretty much from there, we did the LCQ. I signed up for my event, and then kind of went on my day. Saturday, we ended up having the LCQ pods where everyone who participated got the Hajiraboshi EX base, which was really nice. They also handed those up for people participating in the Gundam card game demo. And so if you didn't do well in your pod like I did, you can enter in the person pod on demand. I also had the opportunity to kind of walk around and do something. The stamp battle did return. This time they actually did physical stamp books and not digital QR ones. And they also had some stuff for Digimon, showing off the new Time Stranger and teasing new Elysium card game that they're coming out sometime in the future. They also had a One Piece setup to where you could check out some of the action figures that they're selling in the premium Bandai store. And then the Gundam display was pretty cool. We ended up having the ARC-78 there, and along with some of the premium accessory stuff. That's why it wasn't too bad. The Gachapon was back. Different variety, a smaller selection, in my opinion, than we had over in Dallas. Retail was at least fairer this time. They made it to where you could sign up for one of the time slots. It seemed like they still had a decent amount of stuff for the non-Bandai exclusive stuff there. It seemed like when people were given the opportunity to enter the retail line at 3 on both Saturday and Sunday, that folks were able to get in what they need to. For us Gundam folks who were able to order our stuff from premium Bandai, we had to wait until Saturday to get our stuff. So at least retail didn't frustrate people as much as it did in Dallas. There was no having to wait in line and hope they can make it through the rush. They did basically signed up. If you got in, you got in. If not, you waited for the open period and just hope that you were in line at that point. I did get to try out Gundam Assemble, like I said, and I was actually pretty thrilled about that game. I wish they would have given us a bit of a longer time frame for that. It felt like we were barely just getting the rolls down, and then we only had like 1 or 2 rounds of free play, and that was it. So I'll try to make a video on that and see if I can piece together my experience with all the other information that other players have played along with. So if you want to try to play a game of Gundam Assembler, you can do that at home. If you do have the Wings of Heroic Beginnings and Xeon Rush stuff, they have the tableaus and stuff, and I can at least walk you through that. Other than that, Stamp Battle still have the same prizes from Dallas with the Matcha Resource of Gundam. Everyone else still have the same ones. And then they did have a One Piece giant card version of the game that you could play with, which was kind of interesting. And you can make your own Digimon token. So at least it felt more like a festival that even general entry could participate in a few things this time, as opposed to there not being anything. Sunday was pretty much the same stuff. I got into the minis paintings, so I got paint Azaku 2, with this, the one with the Heelok. So yeah, overall that was a much better experience in my opinion. I think that as long as they can do more with the retail and make sure more profitable for folks to purchase, More events would be nice, especially a variety of them. It felt like, the person pause was just constant, new type challenge. Probably some, yeah, yeah, I got nothing really too bad to say about this time compared to last time. It felt like it was at a completely different event than what it was in Dallas. Okay, well, let's go on to Bandai announcements. There was a lot of news that came over the weekend, so let's get into it. If you missed out on any of the live streams for any of the games that went on over the weekend, they are available on demand on the various YouTube pages. I will go ahead and include a link to the Play Bandai card games for the ones here in North America and attach the finals for Japan as well. Over the weekend, we found out that in year 2, we will end up having 4 new structure decks to launch us into year 2. ST11, Aquatic Assault. Blue-purple starter deck packed with units adept at underwater combat led by Char Zagooks. Dive underwater to vanish from sight. Balance offense and defense, aim for victory. ST12, Raging Onslaught. A red-purple starter deck packed with units adept at close quarters led by Gundam and beyond. Relentlessly pressure enemy units and dominate the board. ST13, Silent Barrage. A green-red starter deck packed with units adept at mid-funnel combat led by the Cubile. Unleash the effective damage from long range and whittle down foes without letting them escape. ST14, Heavy Dominion. A green-white starter deck packed with heavily armed units led by the O. Crush your opponents with hard-hitting attacks and tough armors with heavy weapon units. Now, if you didn't catch that in the photos, all these units that are in there, they're in a different color. So we will be getting a different color O, Epion, Cubile, and the Zuguk as well. So needless to say, we're going to be branching out a little bit in this next set. GBO 5 news, we're going to feature mobile suits from Endless Waltz, featuring the Winged Gundam Zero, but in white this time. And in GBO 6, we will feature cards from Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta, which will have AU cards in the red featuring the Double Zeta Gundam. So get away from more changes. It seems like year 2 we're kind of branching out into some new stuff. Even though some of these colors may be the same, it'll be interesting to see what people do with these new colors and play with them. Accessory info. Take a look at the first 2 card sleeve designs featuring Gigi and Suletta. The official card case number 2, the cards and card case plan to have a Xeon theme. The official playmat and card set for Mobile Suit Gundam 00. The playmat will support a new original Mobile Suit Gundam 00 illustration. So, unlike set 1, where we didn't get a playmat, we are now getting the ability to purchase one from our accessory bundles. First Combats was the only way that you could get a mat without having to do the premium Bandai or winning tournaments. So it's nice to see that we're officially getting some new playmats. Kind of they're all in the bundles, but it's still nice to see. World Champs. The structure has been updated. Our 2 seasons, spring and summer, will be in Season 1, while Season 2 will be in autumn and winter. Both will have regionals, and in North America and Europe, select stores will be hosting store championships. Top finishers at regionals and the store championships will earn invitation to the area finals, scheduled for next winter. Winners of the area finals will then advance to the grand final in 2027, just like this year. Store Championships Season 1 will take place from May 2nd to May 31st, with registration opening on April 11th. Registration will be handled separately for North America and Europe. And finally, World Championship 26-27 Season 1 prizing. We'll get the Gundam, Zaguk, the Hydroboshi second form, Soma Puras, Improved Technique, and Champion promo will be Amate Yuzurihara, also known as Machu. So Essentially, what we're getting here is that you guys will be able to hopefully play somewhere closer to home instead of having out to these regionals. If you top there, then you'll be invited to your respective championships. So if you're in North America and you restore championship, you'll go to the North America finals. And then if you're in Europe, and then you'll go to the European finals, in which you don't actually have to get top 16 at a regional. So hopefully this will get more players involved. I think here in North America, the top 32 made it in there. So it was like 96 people into the North America finals, which is a little small and a little bit inconsistent to what we're normally seeing for a larger championship. But again, we're only not even a year into the game, and still getting championships is still kind of nice. With that, they were also announced that the World Championship Grand Final prizes, we have gold, silver, and bronze trophy cards, while all finalists participating will get a Char's Zaku 2 card. Additionally, mark your calendars that on March 15th, 7:30 p.m. JST or 4:30 a.m. CST, the stream for the finals will be live. So that being said, these don't look like they're playable cards. I know that kind of, I don't know if that actually upset or lowered. A lot of people are disappointed that you couldn't play with your championship card, but outside of a handful of players that I've met, I don't think anyone's ever played with their championship. They either have them, graded and put into something, or they just sell it and that person does it. I never seen very many World Championship players actually play with their World Championship cards, unless they're at their locals or something like that. In Japan only, new EX bases will be out, featuring the Talgies, Unicorn, Kshatriya, Barbaros, and Ariel. And additionally, in Japan, they will be hosting a all-in-one event called the GCG Expo, where you can enjoy GCG for a full day, holding some World Championship qualifiers. And they'll also be hosting this in not only the 1v1 format, but also 3v3 format. And that's kind of interesting. The 2v2 was fun. 3v3 can be kind of interesting. I'll be curious to see what that does. Okay, now that we've gotten all the announcements out of the way, let's talk about the tournaments over the weekend. In Japan, the breakdown we had for their finals were 31.4% were in green white, 27.5 in blue purple, 15.7 in blue white, 11.8 in blue green, 3.9 in red green, 3.9 in red purple, 3.9 in red white, 2% in purple white, and our final ended up being 3 players on blue purple and 1 on blue green. Our winner in Japan was Fuji. Our second was Momo. Third place was Nukesaku, and fourth place was Yamada. In the North American finals, our top 16 broke down to 11 blue purple, 2 red white, 1 green white, 1 blue green, 1 red blue, with first place going to Nev, second place BL Zane, third J, and fourth was TRXZ. Our Japan's big type breakdown for this past week was 25.4 on blue purple, 19.5 on green white, 13.2 on blue green, 11 on blue white, 10.6 on red white, 8.5 on blue red, 5.6 on red green, 2.4 on red purple, 1.6 on purple white, and 1.9 on others. Congratulations to all the participants. Congrats to our top winners for making it into the World Championships and winning your respective finals. I look forward to your guys' progress as you guys compete for the largest prize in the Gundam card game history up to this point. But, and now we get to our card review. We've got the G Falcon Purple, level 2, toss 2, 3 AP, 1 HP, has the Vulture trait, link pairs with Polysys, blocker trait, Spiritual Support, blue, level 4, tossed 1, main, choose one of your units, it gains repair 2 during this turn. Abawaku, green, level 5, cost 1, 0 AP, 5 HP, first deploy this card. Deploy, add one of your shields to your hand. While you have a rested Xeon unit in play, this base cannot receive battle damage from enemy units that are level 4 or lower. Core Booster 05 and Core Booster 006. Blue, level 3, cost 2, 3 AP, 3 HP. Has the Earth Federation and White base team traits. Link pairs with either Slayer Law or Sailor Mass. Slayer Law, blue, level 3, cost 1, plus 1 AP, plus 1 HP. Has the Earth Federation and White base team traits. First, add this card to your hand. Attack, choose one of your white base team units. It gets AP plus 1 during this turn. Backup. Purple level 3, cost 1. First, choose one enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. Main, choose one of your units. When it deals battle damage to an enemy unit that is level 5 or lower during this turn, destroy that enemy unit. The Xeon. Green, level 6, cost 5, 4 AP, 3 HP. Xeon trait, link pairs with Char as level. When paired with a new type pilot, deploy 2 wired guided arm Xeon, AP2, HP1, with the text that says this unit cannot be paired with a pilot unit token. Destroy, deploy 1 rested Xeon, 3 AP3, HP1 unit token. Erosion Zulu. Red, level 4, cost 6, 4 AP, 4 HP, Neo Xeon, link pairs with Angelo Sopper. If 8 or more Neo Xeon cards are in your trash, this card in your hand gets cost -4. Choose one enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. If it has repair, deal 3 damage instead. El Sanchez, AEU, ENAC, Custom, Moralia, Development, Experimental Type. White, level 2, cost 2, 3 AP, 1 HP, Superpower Block, link pairs with Aliel Sanchez. Deployed, you may pair 1 pilot card with the name Aliel Sanchez in its card name from your hand with this unit. Aliel Sanchez, white, level 4, cost 1, plus 2 AP, plus 1 HP, Superpower Block trait, along with UN trait. First, add this card to your hand. During link, you may choose 1 enemy pilot, return it to its owner's hand. Industrial 7, white, level 4, cost 1, 0 AP, 5 HP, has the Civilian Stronghold. First, deploy this card. Deploy, add 1 shield to your hand. Activate main once per turn. Exile, 1 command card from your trash. Choose 1 enemy unit that is... Remove... Exile 1 command card from your trash. Choose 1 enemy unit. It gets AP -1 during this turn. Gundam. Blue, level 6. Cost 4, 6 AP, 3 HP. Earth Federation and White base team traits. Link paired with Amaro Ready. During link attack, if you are attacking another enemy unit, you may return a blue pilot paired with this unit to its owner's hand. Jaburo. Blue, level 4, cost 1, 0 AP, 5 HP. First, deploy this card. Deploy and 1 of your shields to your hand. Activate main once per turn. Rest 1 of your Earth Federation units. Choose 1 enemy unit level 3 or lower and rest it. Destined Battle. Green, level 3, cost 1. First, add this card to your hand. Action, choose 1 of your rested units. During this turn, all enemy units must choose that unit as their attack target while attacking. Alright, and then we have a look at the reprint and tokens included with the Gundam Card Game Premium Card Collection Gundam Assembly Set for G-Quux. We've got the G-Frit and Math Tactics cards. And for tokens, we've got the Red Gundam, G-Quux, Omega Sakamu, and G-Frit tokens. Okay! Man, a lot of cards, and man, that Aliel Sanchez unit is friggin' long. So with that, yeah, we're moving ahead. I mean, kind of wish that they would start telling us more about the Ultimate deck coming out next month. I will say that the Armor card, I'm not thrilled about. And I think that was a big sentiment from the community when it was let go, because essentially what you're doing is that you link pair with Armor, you summon it to your unit, you get Armor back, and while you attack, or when you pair that Armor card, you basically rest a unit, and then if you have like the original RX-78 or the Alex and Team 1, you can do it again, and you basically get off 2 link paired attacks, essentially for 1 pilot, which is insane. I mean, Armor is proving that the NT1 and the RX-78 are becoming real big staples in this game. I mean, he's the most played card in the game right now, and I don't think that's stopping anytime soon with the way that they're printing stuff. So we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, right now we're kind of living in Blue's world, as we saw in our tournament reports. That's kind of how it goes. With that, I have no further information for you guys. I'm going to try to get out a demo play guide on how to play the demo for Gundam Assemble That experience. And then Friday, I'm going to try to get another report put back together. It might be more or less we'll talk about Blueprint a little bit on the focus, but we'll still break down the numbers from the last few weeks. Now that I've got some data, we can start taking a look and seeing how things are moving and kind of go from there. With that, hope you guys have a great week. I know new type challenges are starting up for a lot of us this week, which I'm not prepared to really take in a lot of information. But if you happen to get some information about the new type challenges, like how many people, what were the top cards, feel free to send that information to the Operation Meteor email. I'll be more than happy to take that information from you guys. Or if you want to know what I'm looking for, I can go ahead and send you an email with a detailed report. I'm going to try and start working on a Google form that's publicly accessible, so that way you can take them to your new type challenges, have people scan them, and then you can enter in the information yourself to ease up on the burden. With that, I have nothing else for you guys, and therefore, go forth, Gundam Team.